Three-horse entry of Wayne Lucas is War. The winner on the disqualification of the Bluegrass Stakes. Number 1A, the horse who must prove himself today. Capote, the 2-year-old champion who has looked very bad his last 2 outings in New York. Number 1X, the third horse in this entry. On the line, he won the Derby trial last week and was suddenly put into the Derby. Number 2, the first half of the Leroy Jolly entry is Gulch, winner of the Wood Memorial at the peak of his game, and Bill Shoemaker is aboard. 2B, other half of the entry, Leo Castelli with Jacinto Vizquez, who twice before has won the Kentucky Derby for trainer Leroy Jolly. Number 3, the winner of the Florida Derby. This is Crypto Clearance. Phil Pinowitz, the owner, in the game for 25 years, and now he's got his shot. Jose Santos, perhaps the best rider in the country at the moment, is aboard him. Ali Shiva, number 4, with the confidence of trainer Jack Van Berg and the skill of jockey Chris McCarron, who's never won the Derby. Number 5, from the West Coast. Didn't look too good in the Santa Anita Derby, but before that he tore him up. This is the $5,500 sensation, Masterful Advocate with Lafitte Pinkai Jr. Number 6 is Demons Begone, the favorite in the race, out of Arkansas. Ridden by Pat Day, who's won everything at Churchill Downs and many times, but he's never won the Derby. Number 7, from California comes Candy's Gold, trained by Stanford graduate, somewhat intellectual Eddie Gregson, ridden by Sandy Hawley, the comeback kid. Number 8, an overlay at 45-1, if we've ever seen one, is Chocolate, one Edward Anchel's horse, ridden by Richard Migliori. Number 9 is Bet White, Bob Levy's horse, actually in the name of his mother, Blanche P. Levy, ridden by Jersey's Craig Perrette. Number 10 is Conquistadors. Remember, didn't expect to run today on the dry surface, but he is. Jerry Bailey aboard. Number 11, very impressive in Florida, second in the Florida Derby, looked bad last week in the Derby trial. No More Flowers, Walter Guerra. Then the field horses. Number 12, out of Maryland comes Templar Hill, son of Temperance Hill, owned by the Kowitz brothers. There's 4 of them altogether. Greg Hutton aboard. Number 13, Momentous, the unbelievable story of the horse who crashed into the 8th pole and now runs in the Derby with Don Brumfield, a Kentucky veteran. Number 14, rounding out the field, Avies Copy, who may well set the pace in this race, ridden by Mickey Solomon. That, then, is the field for the 113th running of the Kentucky Derby. With me again, Charles E. Candy. Charles E., it's about as close to the race as we can get. How do you see it?
Well, Jim, for the first time, I think we've got one of any 12 horses could win this race and not be considered an upset. I think the race is going to go to the rider who's able to make the most of the traffic situation, not lose ground, and keep his horse out of trouble.
Okay, well, you wouldn't give us a pick last week. Last chance.
All right, I think I'm going to have to go with the favorite, Demons Begone. He's had 3 easy races. They've been brilliant performances, taken nothing out of him. He's got the tactical speed to just stay out of trouble. He's got the rider in Pat Day, the master of Churchill Downs, who wants this Kentucky Derby. This may be his day.
We'll be back.
The sky will open. You will feel the rush of wind. This is Chrysler's all-new LeBaron convertible.
Tracks me like no other lover.
Its power will move you. Its beauty will stop
Don't
you.
wanna leave her now.
Freedom, confidence, the 770 protection plan.
Something in the way she moves.
LeBaron is beauty with a passion for driving. Chrysler, driving to be the best.
Designs that work are designs that last. And the Delta washerless faucet lasts and lasts and lasts. When it's on, it's on. And when it's off, it's off. So it works just as beautifully as it looks. Enduring designs by Delta for the beautiful designs that you live in. Delta faucet, we're first because we last.
The stars are gonna twinkle and shine. How they'll shine this evening about 9:15. I know I won't be late. Oh, that 8:30. I'm gonna hurry there. I'll be waiting where
They say time is what you make it. At Citizen, we prefer making it beautiful.
about 8:45.
Citizen.
Bob, I need a trainer.
How about Eddie?
He's just a kid.
So was I.
You've worked long and hard to get there. When the time comes, you hope you're ready.
You make America work. This bus for you.
Here's to you. Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
This buzz for you.
Tomorrow, ABC Sports presents Coors Professional Boxing. It's a championship bout as Bobby Ches defends his light heavyweight title live. Then the historic attempt to raft China's Yangtze River concludes on Mutual of Omaha's Spirit of Adventure. All tomorrow on ABC Sports.
About 5 minutes to post. I've been looking over the 17 horses. It's a big field. It really is a tough race to call because there'll be a lot of movement early, and I want to get through the whole field at least one time. I memorize the horses by a picture association. For instance, War. When I see War, I'm looking at two armies fighting each other. They're not wearing Confederate and Unions. They're wearing blue and yellow blocks. It sounds crazy to you, but it got me through my college exam. It has paid my rent for 24 years. While you were singing at home, I did some markings on my program. It's an insurance policy, so I'll sneak a peek during the race to make sure that the horse I'm calling is the horse in front. Al?
A regular Picasso. You'll do a great job, I'm sure, Dave. Let's take a look now at the odds. No real surprises, and the odds are very similar to the way they were an hour ago, so there have been no patterns to speak of in terms of any changes in the odds, any real late money to speak of at Churchill Downs. The three-horse Wayne Lucas entry, War, the 2-year-old Champ Capote, and On the Line is 6-1. Then the Jolly entry, Gulch and Leo Castelli at 9-2. Crypto Clearance has been and still is 6-1. Then comes Ali Sheba, who's made a career of finishing second and third at 8-1. Masterful Advocate, good backing at 6-1. Demons Be Gone, when we came on the air, was 5-2, but is being held now at 2-1. Candy's Goal, 45-1. As Jim McKay put it, a great overlay. Chocolate One at 45-1. Bet Twice, not a bad bet at 10-1 if he runs back to prior form. Conquista Rose is 50-1. No More Flowers is 50-1. And then the three-horse field at 24-1. Now, your favorite horse, you want to know where he's breaking from. Here it is, another look now at post positions. That's the rail at the top of your screen. Crypto Clearance comes out of there, as did Ferdinand last year. War, number 2. Third is Ali Sheba. Hole number 4, Templar Hill. Look for Capote to get out quickly from 5. Go 6, and Masterful Advocate to come out quickly from 7. Out of hole number 8, Leo Castelli. Then On the Line out of number 9. The favorite Demons Be Gone comes out of the 10th spot. Momentous 11, Candy's Gold 12, Chocolate 1 13, and Bet Twice 14. And from the auxiliary gate, Conquista Rose, AV's Copy, and No More Flowers. The field and the post positions, and now back down to Jim McKay. Kind of an interesting sidelight, Al, that the pony rider for the favorite for Demons Be Gone had not planned to be here. Her name is Marianne Wilson. She was the pony rider out in Arkansas for his 3 great victories. But when Pat Day, the jockey, heard that she wasn't planning to come for various personal reasons, he said, Marianne, you got to be there. You're the good luck person, and you fit this horse, and you settle us down before the race. So Marianne Wilson is on the track at the Kentucky Derby, a story on every horse. No secret down here in Kentucky, for example, that Tom Gentry, the owner of War, has had tremendous problems the last year and a half, a difficult divorce, financial problems, and suddenly up pops with a horse that wins the Bluegrass on a disqualification is in the Kentucky Derby. And Capote, we said, trying to prove himself. And Wayne Lucas, my goodness, he's made a crusade out of this, Charlesy, but he hasn't done it yet.
He's had 9 tries, 9 different horses in a number of different years, 3 entries here today. Certainly the Derby is the one thing he said, it's the one plum. He's had everything else in racing. He breaks his own records every year, but this is the one he wants.
Okay, it's almost time now for sure. So on this beautiful, hot, summery day at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky, let's go back up on top to Dave Johnson for the call of the race. Dave, have a good one.
What a beautiful day. What a great sight as 17 3-year-olds come to the starting gate for the Churchill Downs premier attraction, the Kentucky Derby. The starter is Tom Wagoner. He'll be sending them on their way in the run for the Roses for the 14th time.
On the inside. I want 2 or 3 people on the inside of him now.
When my friends come to the track, I always tell them, one race, go to the paddock, see that ceremony, and one race, get as close as you can to the starting gate to watch and listen to the horses as they load. And let's do that right now for the Kentucky Derby.
Work on the inside of him. Move his front feet a little bit, Ron, and don't mess with him. All right, that's good. Leave him sitting.
They're all 3-year-olds. They all carry 126 pounds.
Gary, you stay in there. Gary, lead up.
That's McKay. On the line, giving him a bit of trouble. There's the favorite, Demons Be Gone, with Pat Day. He's already won 3 races on the card.
Right in second, but it'll be all right there.
This is a long time for Crypto Clearance, the number 1 horse in post position order. He's standing there. But he is a now horse and a now rider. Jose Santos rides him. Bet twice. 14 are in. Now to the auxiliary gate.